cover up, you are going to need a mason jar and yarn in 3 different colors. The main color it's going to be this cream right here. Then you are going to need a little bit of green and some red or the color of the tulip you want to have. And for the tulip I'm going to use this chunky velvet yarn. So this is a size 6, this is a size 4, and this is a size 3. And in addition to the yarn, I'm going to use my 3mm crochet hook. So go ahead and make a magic ring, pull up a loop and chain 3. This counts as your first double crochet, and into the magic ring you are going to make 9 double crochets. At the end of the first round you want to have a total of 10 stitches. Once you've done that, you are going to close the magic ring and slip stitch to your 3rd chain to close round 1. For round 2 we are going to increase into each and every stitch, so chain up 3 counts as your first double crochet, and into the same stitch you are going to make another double crochet. And now you are going to continue by making 2 double crochets into each stitch around. At the end of your 2nd round you should have a total of 20 double crochets. So 2 double crochets into each and every stitch. And once again at the end of the round you are going to slip stitch to your 3rd chain to close round 2. For round 3 you are going to start with a chain of 3, which is your first double crochet, and into the next stitch you are going to make a double crochet increase. And this is going to be your pattern repeat for the entire round. You are going to have 1 double crochet and then 1 double crochet increase. So repeat this pattern all the way around. 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet increase. At the end of round 3 you should have a total of 30 double crochets. At the end of the round, once again, slip stitch to your 3rd chain to close round 3. Now, if you have a smaller jar, this may be enough, but in my case, I still need to make another increase round. So for this, round 4, you are going to chain up 3, counts as a first double crochet, then make 1 double crochet into the next stitch and 1 double crochet increase in the next one. So this is going to be your pattern repeat. You are going to have 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then 1 double crochet increase in the 3rd one. So again, you are going to have double crochet, and then increase. At the end of round 4, you should have a total of 40 double crochets. At the end of the round, slip stitch to your 3rd chain, and from now on we are going to work over our 40 stitches. So you are going to chain up 3, counts as a double crochet, and then you are going to make one double crochet on top of each double crochet, but in the back loop only. So work all the way around, double crochets in the back loop only. At the end of the round, you are going to slip stitch to your third chain to close this round. Now, before going any further, make sure that the jar is going into the crochet piece, so that it fits in there, and in my case it really fits perfectly. Now we are going to make another round of double crochet, so chain up 3, first double crochet, and then you are going to make one double crochet on top of each double crochet, but from now on you are going to make a regular double crochet. So you are going to go under both loops and make your double crochets. At the end of the round, I'll meet you back to show you how to change color. Oh, if you want, you can carry your main color with you, but I'm going to change color, and to create the tulip pattern, actually we are going to need a multiple of 3, so we are going to have a stitch too much. So take your green color and join to the first stitch with a slip stitch, and then chain 4. This counts as a double crochet and as a 1 chain space in between, and into the same stitch you are going to make another double crochet, and then you are going to skip 2 stitches, and into the third one again make a V stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and this is your pattern. Repeat all the way around, skip 2, into the third one make your V stitch. So as I said, we are going to have 1 stitch less for our pattern, but since the yarn that I'm using is a little bit thicker, you are not going to be able to notice that, and it's not going to change the overall look of your work. So repeat all the way around. Once you are at the end of the round, you are going to slip stitch to your third chain. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1 and fasten off. Now it's time to make the flower, and I've decided to go with this kind of pink instead of red, since I'm making this for my daughter, and her room is mostly pink, so it's going to fit the overall look much better than red. So make a slip knot, and we are going to work into these 1 chain spaces. So slip stitch and pull your loop high so that it matches a double crochet. Now into the same 1 chain space we are going to make 2 more unfinished double crochets. So you want to have 3. Now yarn over and pull through 3. Then you are going to chain 1. Since the yarn that I'm using it's much thicker than the rest of my work, I'm going to chain 1. If you are using a medium yarn, go ahead and make 4 double crochets and then chain 2. But in my case I'm chaining only 1. Now I'm going to go to the next 1 chain space, and in there I'm going to make 3 unfinished double crochets. So again, if you are using a thinner yarn, make 4 unfinished double crochets, yarn over and pull through, and then chain 1 into the next 1 chain space. Once again, 3 unfinished double crochet, pull through all of your loops and chain 1. See, repeat this all the way around. At the end of the round, so I still need to chain 1, you are going to slip stitch into your first stitch, and now chain 1 and fasten off. Let's see if it still fits over my mason jar, and this fits perfectly. Okay, so the next round we are going to take again our main color, make a slip knot, and we are going to join to our 1 chain space. So join with a slip stitch and then chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet, and into the same 1 chain space you want to make 1 double crochet and then 1 double crochet on top of your tulip, and then again you are going to have, and then you are going to go to the next 1 chain space and make 3 double crochets into the next 1 chain space, 3 double crochets. So if you have your 2 chain space, this doesn't matter, you are just going to make 3 double crochets. So into each of your chain spaces make 3 double crochets. Since I've started with a chain of 3 and 1 double crochet into my first 1 chain space, I still need to make another double crochet in there, so double crochet, and then slip stitch to the 3rd chain to close this round. Now I'm going to measure the cover on my mason jar, and if you have a larger jar you can make another round of double crochet with your main color, but I'm going to stop now here and then make another tulip motif. So I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off, and I'm going to take my green and I'm going to join right here with a slip stitch and chain 4, counts as a double crochet and as a 1 chain space, make another double crochet into the same stitch, and then you are going to skip 2 and into the 3rd one make your V-stitch. So we are going to repeat now this round. At the end of the round, slip stitch to your third chain, chain 1 and fasten off, and then take again your velvet or whatever you are using, and then go to your 1 chain space, slip stitch and pull your loop high to fit a double crochet, and into the same 1 chain space make 2 more unfinished double crochets to create the flower, and then chain 1 to the next 1 chain space, make 3 unfinished double crochets, pull through all of your loops, chain 1, and repeat this step all the way around. Slip stitch to your first stitch to close this round, chain 1 and fasten off. Now I'm going to try this cover up one more time to see how it fits. Okay, so I'm going to make now a very last round with my main color. So take your main color, make a slip knot and join to your 1 chain space with a single crochet, and into the same 1 chain space you are going to make 1/2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1/2 double crochet and a single crochet, and then you are going to go to the next 1 chain space and make single crochet, 1/2 double crochet, double crochet, 1/2 double crochet and single crochet. So again, single crochet, 1/2 double crochet, double crochet, 1/2 double crochet and single crochet. Repeat this all the way around. Once you're at the end of the round, you are going to slip stitch to your first single crochet, chain 1 and fasten off, and the cover up is now done. What you are going to do now, you are going to turn your work the wrong side out, and using your yarn needle, where is my yarn needle? My yarn needle. You are just going to weave all these loose ends in. By going back and forth with your tails. So you really want to make sure that nothing is going to stick out of your cover. And make sure that you are weaving in like the green inside of the green color and the pink inside of the pink, and not through your other colors. And voila, this is how it's looking like. This is so cute. Thank you all for watching and for joining me today yet for another tutorial, and I'll see you next time with a new one. Bye.